Philippines was one of the most promising countries in the ASEAN. At nung time po na yun, kasabayan natin or mas nakakaangat pa po tayo kesa sa Thailand and in the other countries, even Vietnam. But would you believe that right now, we are now ranked number 87 and we are only ahead of Cambodia and Timor. Lesser ranked also more lesser ranked countries in the ASEAN. So kailangan po nating magtrabaho in order to improve our country. And right about now we're going to be talking about that to Winston Damarillo, and he is a part of a forum. You are organizing a forum in San Jose. This is for the Ayala Foundation USA, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And so this is in conjunction with PhilDev USA, which is going to be our new name for the forum. And it's first of its kind. So we're actually going to get an opportunity to sit down with leaders of government, some stakeholders from the industry, and people from the academe, and talk about this issue of how do we uplift the Philippines in terms of our economic development.
And what was the catalyst for this forum?
So this forum's been envisioned by our chairman Dado Banata for a long time now. I think it took some momentum and some critical mass to actually put it together. And we're coupling this with, obviously, the election, the new administration. There's a lot of optimism right now with our new administration. There's a new sense of hope and excitement about a potential ability to help our country. And so this forum is first of its kind in terms of looking at it from a perspective of economic development.
Okay, let's talk about that. You know, when you say we're going to be talking about that in the forum, you have speakers that are going to be tackling different issues concerning that main topic of uplifting the Philippines. How it's easy to talk about things and it's not quite easy to implement different principles and different theories.
Yes, and we're a big school of this idea of intent to action, right? And so that's one of the reasons why in the forum specifically we're going to focus on, instead of talking about broad scope ideas and having people just be talking heads on speaker, we're actually creating a forum. It's patterned after the World Economic Forum formats, where we're going to look at statistics first, right? We need to know exactly where we rank, what our problems are, and where. Okay,
we rank number 87 now.
Yes.
Is it really that bad? And that is in terms of global competitiveness and economic development. Why?
Well, let's step back a little bit and talk about that. So it's bad in that we are 87 of 133.
Okay.
Right? It's bad in that in Southeast Asia, we're now lagging behind Indonesia and Malaysia by a lot, and Vietnam beat us this year from last year.
Okay.
It's also bad in that we actually fell 16 points from last year. So it's a very concerning number, and it's developed by the World Economic Forum. It's a very credible metric of how we're doing from a global competitive standpoint. So I think it's a good time to take a look at it, examine it a little bit more, and figure out what we can do. And there's a lot of things we can do about this.
And there are going to be causes of this. We're going to be talking about that. Are you going to be talking about that at the forum also, why we are lagging and what can we do to improve? Or
well, we're going to start with understanding specifically where we are, right? And so we have to understand first where our weaknesses are. And then we're going to focus on two things where we think we can create an impact, right? So there are problems we can't fix right away, right? Things like corruption, right? That's been
it's entrenched in the culture.
It's in the culture. It's going to take a long time to really address it. It is the #1 inhibitor for us to impact and influence our global ranking, right? And those kinds of stuff that takes a while to fix. There are things we can influence right now. So the low-hanging fruit opportunities tends to be in the area of education, improving our technical capability in the Philippines and keeping them there.
Right.
And then also on innovation, which dovetails to that very well.
Where are we in terms of technology? Because I hear that the Philippines is ranking high in terms of social media networking, social networking on Facebook, on Twitter. Philippines is one of the countries that's really using those social mediums.
Well, there's an unofficial statistic that says we're about 1 million users of Facebook now. Other things that are good to know is that we created this great ICT industry in the Philippines, right? From 0 to 500,000 employees in less than 10 years.
Okay.
We rank about second in the world in terms of providing ICT, BPO opportunities in the world. So technologically, we're savvy.
Right.
We know what it is. So a couple of things we need to do. A, we need to keep our talent in the Philippines. That's one. And the way to do that is to build businesses in the Philippines.
Yes, and build more opportunities for them. Yeah.
Because having jobs in the Philippines is great, and we're doing a fantastic job in creating those right now. But there's an even greater opportunity in creating products in the Philippines. So we're no longer exporting people
Right.
or even our services, but also exporting products coming out of the Philippines. And that has a significant higher multiplier effect in terms of the economy, in terms of the wealth we're bringing into the country.
Okay.
And in terms of alleviating poverty, I mean, the best way to eliminate poverty is to improve our economic picture.
Right. You know what? That sounds interesting. Now I want to go, and it's not just going to be a forum during the morning, because there's going to be a gala at night with an auction, correct? Can you invite our viewers to come and join you guys there?
Well, online bidding starts today
Yes.
for the auction, and it's for a great cause. I think we're going to flash on the screen here where you can go. There's a lot of very interesting elements in the auction, and it's going for a great cause. So hopefully you guys find time to go visit it now.
And the actual event is going to happen on September 25?
25th, yes.
Yes, in San Jose.
That's correct.
All right. If you want more information, that's the number to call on the screen, or also on their website. That's where you may register. Thank you so much for doing this for our country.
Thank you for having me here. I enjoyed it.
And more power to you.
You too. Thank you.
Magbabalik pa po ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.